Hey guys, greetings and happy Tuesday. Hi Jukes, yes, Star Wars The Old Republic had a significant lead in the small and quick poll that I've created. I was really torn apart between what of the two games I would like to play, so I've decided you all to decide for me. Well, that doesn't make sense. I've decided to... That's a double sound. Did you hear me behind me talking about me? No, talking about you. Okay. Today will be a short live stream because after 10 hours of work today and similar days until all the way to the middle of December, I think I need a little bit of relaxation time, and tonight you will help me get some relax in Star Wars The Old Republic. I will hopefully help you put a smile on your face with silly things, with funny things, and hopefully with a little bit of entertainment. Tomorrow, if I get the strength, of course, or maybe the day after tomorrow, I will do a Gwent live stream because the poll was to see what would be today. And since we had quite a few people voting for Gwent, plus I really enjoy Gwent, and there is a big patch coming for the game today, this week. Maybe tomorrow, or depending on when the patch lands, I will do another live stream to see how many things have changed and how things are doing. I've got a little piece of bad news, probably more for myself than maybe for you guys. It seems that the holiday I was planning and requested will be cancelled for Knights of the Eternal Throne because there is so much work at the office and is more and more coming because of, well, I don't really want to bore you with what kind of projects we are doing at work in the real life, but yep, there is more work, and the good news is there will be money. So since I need the money, I will have to work a little bit extra in December. That means hi Riz, hi Sasa, hi Dodge, who else? That's everybody who said hi. More people need to say hi, come on. Yeah, so I will not be having holiday, but I will still be doing Knights of the Eternal Throne, just I will be doing it after work and not for a whole day every day until I run through all of the story. Believe me, you want to see or you want to play the Knights of the Eternal Throne story, I think you will not regret it, whether you subscribe and play it for yourself or you spend hours upon hours watching my live stream with the story walkthrough. It's really worth it. And with that said, let's do something today. This is my second and last character participating in... Hey Gobi, thank you for responding to my call for greetings. This is my second and last character participating in the Dark vs. Light event. If I remember correctly, BioWare announced that the battle for which companion will be granted to the players ends on 25th of November. So we have exactly 10 days according to this thing, and I don't really care which one of the two companions I'm going to get. I already got the achievement I needed, and that's the full XP bonus set. Hello Amanda and Trio, it's nice to see you guys. Oh wait, I was wondering where is my chat overlay, and then I realized, hi Lionel, and I realized I haven't really worked on displaying chat overlay somehow. If I display it currently, you would see it here, and it's not very pleasant, is it? I need to find, if I think it would be appropriate, maybe another place for this chat to be displayed somehow. Unfortunately, I really wanted to find a way, a tweak, a code or something to make the chat scroll backwards, as in the new chat to appear up and then move down, because that would allow me the new chat to be displayed. Well, can't really see what I'm doing with my mouse here, can you? But okay, it will allow me to display chat right here, and it will be scrolling down behind my body, which is kind of a cool effect, I think. Yeah, that's actually a very good idea. Hello, Mix Tony. A very good idea, rolling a cheese sentinel to match the companion sentinel. I haven't checked the statistics from BioWare in quite a bit, but I believe the light side is very seriously winning the contest, Dark versus Light, and I think it's the better choice. Hey, Michael. Oh, that's so nice to see so many people saying hello and greeting. Maybe I should regret not having chat overlay to see all of this. Hey Vulkk, hey guys, hello chat. That's awesome. Speaking of which, I need to hide the damn stupid annoying YouTube analytics and statistics because I don't like the graphs being displayed before my eyes all the time. Last time I played this character, I was in the middle of a heroic when I was called to join back the team for extra life. So I was doing apparently explosive assault on Corellia. One of my favorite planets to look at, but one of the biggest disasters to explore. Why is Corellia such an unfriendly place to explore? Because if you don't have the whole map displayed, you will get lost on pretty much every turn. Well, I'm sure there are better navigators than me, but the average player will definitely get lost a few times. You haven't updated? I think so too, yeah. Thanks, Riz. You are a pro. You've seen a lot more streams and a lot more different kinds of people streaming. Crap. I spat on my microphone. Okay. I think it looks cooler. I need to find a way to somehow move. You can see that the damn camera is actually clipping through my hand, and I can't really do exercises like this without breaking the immersion that Vulkk is actually sitting in front of the camera, in front of the game. But I need to find a way to either move the green screen closer, because if I remove the crop, which is kind of like right here, if I remove the crop, you will see the background behind the green screen, which is TV and window. And that's not exactly the desired effect, is it? Well, I like Dark Side's story overall, but I absolutely love the Light Side companion. Unfortunately, I don't expect we're gonna have any cool dialogues or conversations or story with the new companion. It will just be a cool looking new static companion, just like pretty much all of the rest that we have recruited from Fallen Empire. Yeah, you wish for that, I'm sure. I didn't even remember. Do companions... Let me check actually the website. Do they really come with the vented lightsabers? That would be interesting to see. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? This one should be. Wow. Okay, I can't really see this one. Okay, you can see it a little bit more clear. That's not the vented lightsaber. I don't know what hilt is this, but yeah, okay. The Chiss Sentinel. Man, that's a lovely idea. Who came up with the idea? Was it you, Zedax? Yes, it was Zedax, to reroll a Sentinel Chiss to play. I think I'm gonna do that, guys. First, of course, I need to reach level 65 before it's too late, and I still have 10 days to do it. Hey, Darth Famine. How are you doing, guys? Are you having a nice Tuesday? Is your Tuesday more tiring than mine? I highly doubt. Speeders. I need... Okay, 4 speeders apparently. I think that would be cool. The companion having static lightsabers, vented lightsabers, but the player would not be allowed to copy them for themselves. I think that's good enough. Oh, level up. And please pay attention, remind me of things like this, because I'm wasting time here, if you've noticed. I need to find... Ooh. Okay, Focused Retribution. Focused Retribution is a nice upgrade. 178? Wow. I need to get experience boost, and I really hope I have something. I absolutely don't want to go back. Oh, that's the same one. Go back to the cartel store. I'm totally broke. Last month I gave away just a little bit. Whoa. I've earned 1500 cartel coins today. That's lovely. Whoever it was that used my referral link, or God knows what else might have happened, thank you. It's actually around the time when my account is supposed... I have no idea when my account is renewing. Silly to keep guessing. But anyway, the good news is I am almost at the point where I have enough cartel coins to do the monthly giveaway and my Patreon giveaways, which means at the end of the month, I might actually be able to raise the amount of cartel coins that I have already announced in the just beginning November monthly giveaway. Currently, I've set it for 2 super crates, and if I have more cartel coins, I might add another one. No, not exactly. We have a general for a president. But yes, the election was last Sunday. Actually, the second round of election. I'm not really sure how this is supposed to be translated in English. But basically, on the first voting, so that was 2 weeks ago, the previous Sunday, if we don't elect a president with 50% of the voters or more, we go again for the top 2 candidates, and that's what happened this Sunday. And because one of the candidates was a horrible, terrible choice, nobody wanted to vote for her, except for the loyal supporters of her party, we have a new president. I really don't care about politics, so I don't really know if this new one is gonna be good, bad, or anything. It's really hard to go any lower and any worse than what we are currently in. Bulgarian bush. Okay, yeah, that actually makes more sense. Nice. What kind of WoW are you playing? Endgame? Leveling? Something else? And don't give me specifics because I would be even more lost. If you tell me I'm doing this raid or that instance, I have no idea what they are. But I'm really curious what kind of activity WoW is offering to its players. Tell me now, why am I walking around killing mobs when I can just quickly swift travel to the next heroic? Smite, that's a game I've seen a few live streams of, but I don't think I've ever attempted to play it. It's, my knowledge, it's a MOBA kind of game, right? Smite. And it's from kind of a third-person perspective, something like a third-person action game. I'm sure it's cool, just not my type of game. How long does it take to level up in World of Warcraft today? For I don't know, experienced player. Let's call them experienced players. Obviously, it takes a hell of a lot longer for a noob. I should have put in the title Sniper I Win button, or something involving the I Win button, because that's exactly what I'm doing and I will be doing tonight. Is using the AoE. And another question that I have for you guys, and I would like to start discussing it, maybe. Which is your favorite or least favorite part, or maybe most hated part about the upcoming expansion and the new patch 5.0? What do you think is going to ruin the game? Maybe we should exclude the RNG gearing, because that's something everybody puts in first place immediately. I've been hyped for Rogue One since the first teaser trailer. So yeah. I couldn't really watch properly the video that they've released today. The Star Wars official YouTube channel published a 1.5 minute long video with 3060 scene from Rogue One, apparently. But I watched it on a normal screen, and it's not very entertaining, I must say. No, I'm not allowed to say what I did in the closed test, and according to the non-disclosure agreement, I will never be allowed to say or share what I was doing. Not me, but everybody who participated. And I'm really happy that I had a chance to see and experience things ahead, plus hopefully help a little bit the developers with what kind of bugs and other things I managed to encounter. But that would actually give me a chance, and it already gave me a chance, to prepare much better for the upcoming release and show things in more greater detail. You know, when you're experiencing something for the very first time, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know when this thing ends, you don't know where this thing leads you, and other simple things like that. So I'm really hoping to perform better and give you guys a better show and better experience when you sit down to watch my walkthrough of Knights of the Eternal Throne, and of course other things as well. Wait, did you say 14th? Why 14th December? What's happening then? Throwing away commendations, nice. The new loot system, yeah, it's not exactly a new loot system, is it? It's a new, I hate this game system. It is, if you have the time, I have a very large already collective article with all kinds of news updates, videos, overviews, and previews. You can find it right on the top of my website. And I think I hope I've done a good job, so everybody can just breeze through all of the titles of the posts that I've collected there and just pay a little bit of special attention to the things that they care most about. For example, what are the uprisings, why and how Dark vs. Light will continue in a very different form though in 5.0. How much we are supposed to hate the RNG gearing system, how much it is supposed to ruin our game. These are all topics that we will talk in more detail when Bauer actually shows us the finished product. We bashed and trashed based on beta experience, we complained based on mined information. God forbid that silly item that the miners extracted last week, I think. It should never, ever, ever make it to the live game. You know what I'm talking about? A silly XP boost for command rank from the cartel market. Horrible idea. This is the one, well actually the worst pay to win. It's not exactly pay to win because usually pay to win is referred to PvP experience and matches, but you get my point. Paying real life money through cartel coins to be able to level up, no, not to level up, yes, to level up your rank quicker and get your gear quicker, that is a pay to win because the same gear will be used in PvP now. You hate the Assassin's AoE damage nerf, really? You don't even mention, or maybe you've mentioned. Yes, hi David, I'm playing Marksman. So I don't think you've mentioned, why am I looking there? I should be looking there. I never learned these things. I've been doing that for, I don't know, 2 years now. And every time I speak to someone, I look at the name in the chat instead of the webcam and creating the illusion that I'm looking at you. You. Ah, that looks cool. Right, so you didn't complain about the phase walk disappearing, but instead you've chosen to complain about the AoE nerf. That's a really interesting choice. Doesn't phase walk bother you? I think it's one of the most favorite and most used abilities for the assassin, and most overpowered ones as well. That's at least my take and my personal point of view. It has been an assassin ability primarily. God knows why they decided to give it to sorcerers and sages. I mean, if you play a sorceress and sage, you will say, okay, it was desperately required. Not really. 110, wow. Did this guy spawn from nothing? Or am I seeing things? And more importantly, why is the HP bar disappearing from these guys? Oh, wait. I think I've turned it off some time ago. And I probably never put it back on. Yep, nameplates on enemy players. That is something that I think... Oh, no, no, not enemy players. I actually killed them already. Thank you. I think I need NPC names. Let's see. Friendly NPCs. Enemy NPCs. That's the one thing I removed a while ago and I should not have. That's a very, very important question to me, Trio. Why you don't like the removal of the channel? It actually makes the Sentinel and Marauder and actually the Sith Warrior and the Jedi Knight perform quicker. Why don't you like it? Because you experienced bad moments playing against those classes, or you're just too used? Isn't WoW technically 13 years old now? Didn't it release in 2003? Because I do remember playing the game in 2003. But I also do remember playing in one of the beta events of WoW, believe it or not. I don't remember what kind of an event it was, but I do remember I played very little. And then I've decided, okay, that's not exactly the type of game I would enjoy. Can you imagine if I did actually like WoW? Maybe now you would be watching, I don't know, 14... How many videos do I have? How many videos does Vulkk have? Probably about 1200. Anyway, it doesn't matter really. Maybe you would be watching 1200 of videos about WoW, if Vulkk ever managed to like WoW the way he likes SWTOR. Or maybe, which is much more likely and believable, Vulkk would never have had his channel actually progress and find the means and the reason to keep progressing and upgrading his channel and video activities. Because so many other people are doing the exact same thing, so nobody would actually need one more person doing the same content. Whereas with SWTOR, there are only a handful of us who are actually doing good service to the community. Oh, that's a little bit of a self-advertisement, I think, and I didn't mean to say it like that. But yeah, I'm doing really my best to stay informed, even though some things I don't really care about. But I like to stay informed so I can inform other people around me. And I believe that's a good deed. Is it? It's not just the Vengeance. I think everybody. All the 4 advanced classes will greatly benefit from the non-channeled abilities. And again, I was really tempted, and I'm still tempted to tell you a little bit more about that change and why is it not bad, but we'll have to wait for the release. Where is my channel? Whoa. No, I really haven't planned anything for the 10,000. I've just barely reached 9,000 yesterday, and believe it or not, I think YouTube did something. They do every now and then a clearing session, which means some of my videos would get their numbers of views, likes, and everything else lowered. I don't think they ever delete comments, but that's actually a good thing. They also remove inactive subscriptions or dead accounts from time to time. So yeah, a day after my account reached 9,000, on the next day I woke up with 8,995, which is a little bit frustrating, but it happens very often. So my point is, I'm trying not to really give too much attention or role to the numbers of subscribers. What it matters is that those few people who might be watching this video or that video, they would find it useful, not just entertaining, because my content is primarily for entertainment purposes, but I also want to import some of the knowledge or some of the research that I've done about the content I'm creating and be helpful with something. If it was just about the gameplay, I would not bother with the green screen. I would not bother with a good quality microphone, webcam, everything else. If it's just about the gameplay, I'm still partnered with Machinima, so I'm still allowed to publish normal gameplay of videos without being blocked or sanctioned by YouTube and Google. Thank you, Amanda. I don't think Mass Effect would perform well in an MMO. We already saw that BioWare kind of struggles doing MMOs from their best franchise games. But I saw the trailer for Mass Effect, and I think there is a very high chance you and me, guys, will be enjoying Mass Effect together next spring. If it's not delayed, of course. Thank you, Famin, thank you. Okay. Vulkk has been distracted again, doing silly things, walking towards... I don't know if I was even walking. Okay, I was actually walking towards something. Thank you very much for the note. Thumbs up, yes, good reminder. I don't know if you meant that about the video, but if you guys are enjoying my content, always remember to put a thumbs up, or otherwise known as a like on the video. It does help rank the video a little bit up. And it's nice to see my effort being appreciated, you know. That's the best thing that I can see next to a comment or maybe a new subscriber. So yeah, for those of you who voted Gwent for today, if I have the strength tomorrow, I will do a live stream, probably at about an hour again, of gameplay with Gwent. And then again, maybe another one by the end of the week when they release the new patch, because I'm absolutely excited to see the changes they are doing with the epic cards introduction. And, well, I'm getting better and better with each game I'm playing. Plus, I've been winning quite a lot lately in Gwent, and I need to live stream some of my gameplay so I can lose. Because, you know, the best rule is that when you live stream and perform in front of audience, inevitably you start failing. Just like with the heroics now, I'm doing a heroics and I'm talking to you guys and I'm getting distracted, which would never probably happen if I just play the game by myself and don't do other things on the side. I don't think a delayed announcement. No, wait, how do I say that? I don't believe that if the game is delayed is necessarily a bad information or bad news. That's actually good, because everybody knows, almost everybody knows, Star Wars The Old Republic was rushed with at least half a year. The game was also very delayed because it wasn't exactly announced, but the rumor was confirmed a little bit before the developers were ready to start talking about the game. So they were forced to reveal that they're working on creating a Star Wars MMO game in the autumn of 2008. And 3 years later, in the winter of 2011, EA rushed them to release the game for the holiday season. The game wasn't ready. Many things were added later. The game struggled with a lot of things. Some of the things probably you would say have never been fixed even today. But that's a good thing about games. You always have something to expect to be changed with the next patch. What annoys me, and I'm trying to make a joke about it every time it happens, for example, with today's maintenance, I'm always trying to joke about that with myself and with everybody else when I'm announcing it. But when we have a Tuesday maintenance with no patch, it means that the game is running perfectly and smoothly. That's not true, BioWare. You need to implement a patch, small or big, every single Tuesday. The game does have things that needs fixing. I don't know, of course, the working schedule from BioWare, but the game does need things that can be fixed within a week. Small patch with just a couple of lines is better than no patch at all. Or, I don't know, that's what I think. Maybe folks who play with an extremely slow internet connection and it takes them ages to download even the small patch, maybe they would disagree with me. How did you come up to the conclusion that it's 75%? I've been wondering myself through the years. How many of the original people that worked and created Star Wars The Old Republic are currently employed at BioWare? And even worse, how many of them are still working on Star Wars The Old Republic? I honestly cannot come up with a single name that I remember from before 2011. There might be, I just don't remember them. Musco doesn't count because prior to the release of the game, Musco was a host of a podcast, nothing else. He started working on the game in late 2012 or something. I don't really remember.
All going down.
Oh, yes, Charles Boyd, I believe that's a very good hit. Charles Boyd has been working on the game for a long time now, which actually makes me want to check. Let's see how long he has been working. Charles Boyd. Ugh. The first one is charlesboyd.org. I don't know if that's his personal website, but let's type BioWare. And maybe I can show what I'm doing just in case you're wondering, because why not? So Charles Boyd, LinkedIn, I want that. Charles Boyd, Wikipedia. Well, that is him and he's quite young. But unfortunately, there is absolutely no information about him. Damn it. Let's check LinkedIn. LinkedIn show absolutely all of the information that goes in and out to the account, so he knows when people are searching for him. Oh, I'm not logged in to LinkedIn, so that's fine. He has been at BioWare since August 2006. Okay, good. And of course, he has been for 6 years and 5 months a writer at BioWare, but then he moved to do, what's that, lead designer. Okay, he has been promoted. That makes sense. Very good spot though. Charles Boyd, we have a name. One of the names that is working on the game since probably before we even heard about it. I don't know about you guys, but I have a vague memory of rumors about the Star Wars MMO being developed in somewhere in 2006. I was still playing Star Wars Galaxies. I was actually quite new still to Star Wars Galaxies because I started playing the game in 2005. In 2006, when the first rumor started spreading around, we were all, in my guild, I mean, active in Star Wars Galaxies. We didn't care about anything else. We were happy there. Hi, Miro. How are you doing? See, I'm learning. I looked at the camera when I'm saying hello, at least. Defeat Wookiee Battle Masters. That's a slow process. Hi, Bien Singh. Did I read that correct? I highly doubt. Oh, don't spoil story. People hate you for that. Even though I believe there is not a living person that knows about this game, even those like me who haven't played it, they also know what happens in the end of Mass Effect 3. Most of you guys probably know about how horrible and not fan-friendly the ending was. I don't really know why. I've only seen videos of the ending, as I've told you. I've not played Mass Effect 3 myself. Hard to say why, probably because I was busy with other games at the time when the first Mass Effect and the second one were released, so playing a second before the first or playing a third before the second and first is a little bit weird. Even though I've played Witcher 3 without even touching Witcher 1 and 2 at the time. But that's a really different story. You know that the Mass Effect games are kind of connected, very connected. I don't know. The way that the trailer played out for the new Mass Effect, it makes me believe that maybe not everybody will be dead, maybe someone will be preserved. Hey Kioroi, how are you doing? Hibernation is a powerful tool. Why am I not progressing with the damn Battle Masters? Or maybe so incredibly slow. Let's start with the Battle Master then. Maintenance? What maintenance? Here in SWTOR? Yeah, it has been over for quite some time. Oh, please update, update, number 5, come on. Oh, he doesn't want to die. The hell? Why did I have a feeling that the last 20% of that Wookiee Battle Master were feeling like 50%? Financing? You mean flirting with or fencing or something else? What does financing Khalil as a sniper mean? If you mean, no, I'm not planning to do pretty much anything with the companions of this character specifically, because I've done to the first, I think my operative is my first agent, so their companions are all upgraded in terms of, well, they were upgraded in terms of loyalty and whatever the word was. They were rank 10 or 10,000 influence points. So today they would be just rank 10 out of 50. One more. There is no Battle Master here. Come on, there you are. If you mean paying for her to get some decent clothing and weaponry, no, of course not. She can do fine with whatever she's got. If I can wear this butt ugly head, not head, but the whole suit, and play with it so nicely, she can do that too. I've never romanced Khalil actually, so maybe that's not a bad idea one day. But I'm not a huge fan of romantic companion stories. Maybe especially in SWTOR. I don't think they're implemented the best way they could have been. I mean, I don't miss the sex scenes because every time they start kissing and the camera goes black, I don't miss that fact. I don't need to see naked bodies having sex in an online game. It's cool touching The Witcher 3, but it's a different game with different environment, different lives. Right, I'm done with Corellia. Let's move back to the base. Ooh, level 57. That's not a bad progress. Move back to the fleet, not to the base. Hello, MLG. Happy Tuesday. For the lack of a better holiday that we're celebrating. Someone make a screenshot of Takamura's misspell. That's a worthy post to Twitter or Facebook. Come on. And put a hashtag SWTOR family. So more people will check it out. Mm-hmm. Oh, of course, we've got spam. That's true. There is porn for that. Yep, when you play a game, you don't need to watch porn, and when you watch porn, you don't need to play a game. Wow. Now that I've said it, it makes so much sense. I will quote myself somewhere. Where was the heroic terminal? I think here. No? Maybe on the next junction. Where should I go? I don't know the heroics. I don't know which one is easiest, which one gives the best experience. Most people seems to hate COD because of the environment. Halter Ilum. Okay, Makeb. That's probably not the best place for leveling up, but I haven't been to Macabre in ages. Maybe it's worth revisiting. Although, oh yeah, of course. I'm remembering and comparing the old Macabre heroics, which were really tough, some of them, for 4 people. And I'm not really sure if one of them specifically can be done solo, but we can see. I was able to do it solo before. Thank you for the quote. That's a good quote, you have to admit it. That's exactly the heroic that I'm not certain if it can be soloed, but we're about to find out, are we? No. Pesky assault commander pulling me. How dare you? They are the fastest, but also I've done them the most with this and with my previous characters, so I don't want to do the same. I'm not speed leveling with this, even though, to my standards, 11 hours for level 57 is a good value. Again, with absolutely no rush whatsoever. This used to be, I believe, a 4-man heroic, or at least I seem to remember a lot more silvers and golds in this room. Or maybe it was this room that I'm thinking of. Maybe it was this one, yeah. Whichever it was, the heroic used to be a lot harder at level 50 plus when it was launched together with Macabre. That depends, I think, Amanda. Romancing in the game is awesome. I love doing romances in RPG games, but I mean in true RPG games where you have a huge amount of side quests and a very detailed, long, personal story with your companion or companions. SWTOR cuts very heavily on that kind of activity, and I don't blame the developers. Yes, it's an MMO, and as much as they want to present equal option and option at all for every single kind of player and type of player, it's really impossible to go in depth with these things. To be honest, I wasn't really a huge fan of the romantic options in Dragon Age as well. I did like some of the romantic... Wow, this guy is just nailing me. I did like some of the romantic options, and my companion is not healing, that's why. I did like some of the companion options in the first Dragon Age game from 2008, which is now years old. As far as companion stories go, there are maybe no more than 2 or 3 that I can barely remember and know that I'm enjoying them in Star Wars The Old Republic. Some of the things that some of our companions do through the main story is actually phenomenal. It's not exactly a side story, but what Malavai Queen does during the Sith Warrior campaign is really good and really surprising and interesting. I've fallen in love with that character, not specifically with him as my companion, but because of the, kind of a spoiler alert incoming, the twist near the end of the story between the Sith Warrior and Malavai Queen. So I think that's one of the best stories. Maybe another one would be with, what was that Shadow companion for the Shadow? Was it Jessa? If Zentrax was here, he would tell me it's his favorite companion. I think it was Jessa, right? You get her before Hot or on Hot, before Voss or on Voss. You guys remember? So my point is, yeah, this one character also had very interesting story. Alistair, I like the option for Alistair to become king and to treat him nice as a royalty, or allow him to be a rogue of some sort and just become a Grey Warden. But honestly, romantic options with Alistair, meh. So I'm far from reaching the bonus here. Hey, Adam. I knew they would do that, and I forget to entrench myself. Nadia, of course it's Nadia. Thank you, thank you. Nadia is the shadow companion. She is the best companion, I think, for a melee character, because Zentrax kind of forced me to play tank for the first time. And Shadow Tank plays well with a DPS companion, and Shadow Tank with a Shadow DPS is just the best combo. Back then, of course, you might remember, the Shadow had insane self-healing, so it was tank and a sufficient self-healer. You didn't really need someone else to heal you on top of that. Yeah. I absolutely agree on that with you, Trio. 9K, thank you. That's 9K subscribers, someone is wondering. What was the word? Yes, about the twist in the Trooper prologue. I played Trooper for the very first time when I touched this game, because, I don't know, I don't really remember anymore why. I think, actually, I wanted to play Trooper as a main, and I've decided to go with someone else when I was invited to the beta for Star Wars The Old Republic, and I couldn't really stay away from the Trooper. So as I was creating the character, something twisted inside me, and I've decided, oh, screw that, I'll go with the Trooper and I'll learn my favorite class from early on. And then, just like about 2 days before the beta event closed, I rolled the Sentinel. You know what happens after that, do you? Vulkk rolled the Sentinel, never went back to another character as a main class. That's my story. The twist is fantastic, though. Unfortunately, the rest of the Trooper story after that is a little bit boring, especially if you play it as a light side Trooper. God. Yes, sir. Yes, madam. Yes, sir. I'll do my duty. How many more times can one person say that in different combinations to different NPCs? All right, let's see if I can do this now. I need to click this one and then run quickly to the other side, I think. Or maybe click this and... Oh yeah, this is the tricky part, actually. Here, these two. Please don't fail. Ugh. I forgot I've got 4 of them, actually. No. I could have done it. Yeah, I just forgot the damn thing is actually 4 clicks, not 2. All right. Who's going? Takamuro is going. Bye-bye. Thank you for stopping by. HK55 best companion. Oh, that's something else I didn't post about. During the Saturday Extra Life movie with Musco event, at the end of the movie watching, we watched together, about 15 people of us, I think, or so. We watched together episode 7, but at the end of the event, Musco allowed everybody to ask him one question about Star Wars The Old Republic, and some of the important questions that he answered, except for the one that I've posted on my website about the how the grind works in higher levels, the gear grind. Something else that he explained is that the developers are looking to add more chapters and more story gameplay similar to the HK55 chapter. They haven't mentioned anywhere at all if this chapter will ever be allowed to be played by people who didn't qualify for it. Oh. Well, I think it's good news that we get to play more chapters. And he already said something that BioWare has actually officially announced, so it's not really a secret. You will get a chance to play various mounts, cool mounts, throughout the story of Eternal Throne. And by saying cool, I mean, whoa. Healer? You heal? Seriously? Who taught you to heal? Yeah, there's supposed to be a story live stream with Charos this Thursday. Earlier the same day, this same Thursday, there will be a live stream about Gwent and the upcoming patch to Gwent. So my Thursday will be filled through the roof with live streams. If they do the same length, the CD Projekt Red developers, last time they did a similar stream like that, it lasted for about 2 hours. So I think there is a chance that the two streams might actually overlap. Don't worry, my priority is always Star Wars The Old Republic, so if the two streams do happen to overlap, I will switch to SWTOR and see you guys in the chat. Are you watching these streams live, or do you prefer to watch the recorded versions after that? Or maybe you prefer to read notes and not care about watching anything? Because, for example, last live stream from last week was more than 1 hour long. Although it was a lot of fun and very entertaining one, because the guys from Bad Feeling Podcast are always funny to listen to, and last week they were funny to watch as well. It wasn't really informative. We didn't learn anything that we didn't know before about any of the new content coming with the new expansion. We got to see maybe a couple of new animations because Brian was playing with his Power Tech, and Power Tech has a few new abilities. So that's on the plus side. We got to see the animations of the new abilities for the Power Tech. But that's not really something majorly important. I do have a new utility point and I don't want to spend it. Has anybody noticed this? No? Don't be so... Did I do it with more drama than required? No, seriously. I'm actually honest when I tell you the light side trooper gets boring. To me, it gets boring. It was a very fun story in the first 10 levels, but after that, it seriously drops the ball. And I mean, as a story overall, it's not bad. It's just that the first 10 levels set the bar so very high that the rest of the story can never come up to the expectations that you build up in the very beginning. That makes sense? It better does. Stop healing!
You and me, we're getting good.
What the hell did I pull? Oh, now that I've died... Oh, I can call a medical probe in here. That's at least good news. I don't have to reset the whole instance. There is nothing more to be revealed in those live streams. I mean, there are more things that I could or maybe should talk about, but the schedule and the titles of the live streams this Thursday and next week, I think it's Wednesday because of some holiday. Forgive me, I don't remember when it was and what was the holiday. Oh, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was, I think, the North America's holiday. That's actually on Thursday, apparently, so they can't do it on Thursday. And it's going to be 22nd or 23rd November. Anyway, the next live streams will just be teasing us about how cool the story is. That's day after tomorrow. And possibly repeating everything that they've told us in the past month or so next week. And then 5 days after that, we get to play the game ourselves. Yeah, there are those kind of weird people like me who live in Bulgaria and like this game. That's one serious healer, wow. Okay, another chance at this, and I don't want to fail. I forgot to check for new abilities for God knows how long, huh? And this is actually the reason I checked. Hey Patrick, how are you doing? Covert escape is an ability I think I will need for this. Let's put it maybe on number 7. Target acquired is obviously a cool upgrade, but not really that important for leveling. I mean, every buff helps, but... Right, remove this. Grapple that.
Rise and shine.
We can do it. I think we did it. Right. Okay, I have to admit this was so much tougher back at level 50. I don't remember what was different. Maybe the timings. But yeah, it's really, really easy to do it now. The Jedi Knight storyline. Ooh, do you play dark side or light side Jedi Knight? If you play dark side, you have more choices and more fun. But if you play light side, you would be sticking to the lore. So I guess both of them are fun. I've played the dark side knight once, light side twice. I think, yeah. No. Did I read about your objections about changes? No. Oh, yes, I did. You mentioned that, I don't know, half an hour ago. And my response was that I don't mind the channel being removed, but I can't really explain why without giving away information that apparently BioWare doesn't want to share with us yet. Because for whatever reason, they probably aren't ready yet. Don't fail, don't fail, don't fail. I did it. I did it. No, I don't think I did. What the hell? I thought I did it. Oh, of course, I think I should have clicked on the middle one as well. And I forgot to, did I? No, I just wasn't quick enough. Can I have a piece of chocolate as well? If you don't mind, if you just happen to have a second one spare lying around. Share it with your buddy Vulkk. Through the internet. The damn healer is healing again. Look at him. Good boy. Jedi Knight is my second favorite story, simply because the Sith Warrior is most fun throughout all the levels and all the stages and all the original chapters. I mean chapters from level 1 to level 50, those 3 chapters. The Jedi Knight story has a very good ending. But the light side is a little bit more stale, a little bit more predictable, a lot more predictable, I think. New races in SWTOR. I believe BioWare has mentioned that more than once throughout the years. It's impossible for the team that they currently have to make new species. I think that's what you mean, species, right? Not races. it's impossible for them to make, because that would involve creating a whole new set of gear sets and armoring and everything else. And apparently they just don't have the manpower for that. Just like they don't have the manpower to create a new class with a whole new story from scratch. I would love to see different species that are not based on the human body. I would absolutely love to see that, but I don't expect to. I mean, a fourth discipline would be nice as something new eventually, since it's not coming with 5.0, maybe next year. A fourth discipline for all the classes, that would be nice. And it would be almost like playing a new class. And they won't have to actually reinvent the brand new story, origin story for a new class. We have discussed throughout throughout the years different possibilities and different options. How can a new class be implemented without having to spend so many man hours, work hours, or whatever you call it, creating a new story, a personal origin story for that new class. You can make a class 50 plus and then make it a new faction that actually takes part on Macabre. Then we moved on with Revan. Then we moved on with the Fallen Empire. It's really easy to make a new class for level 65. Let's make the level 65 HK type of a class. Just add 2 more rows with abilities and you're golden. Not just... Why you dare do that to me? I think they put a huge amount of effort to the Sith Warrior story, but also to the Imperial Agent one. The Bounty Hunter story is good as well. The Assassin is... I would personally consider it an okay story, but it falls far behind the other 3. And then come every story for the Republic side. Unfortunately, the Republic stories are a lot more boring, simply because... I don't know, it's because people who worked on them don't have the same kind of gift for writing things, just like the authors of the Imperial stories. I think it's more about keeping true to the lore and keeping through to the... Well, it's not lore, it's legends now. So keeping through to the expanded universe lines and traditions. When you play a light side story or a Republic story, you're not exactly supposed to always do bad things. If you do the bad things, it is a best mug. Thank you, Noseless. You haven't seen it before? Let me do an advertisement because I really, really love it. It's giant as well. It fits 800 milliliters. Hey, Parima. Ah! I mean, the WoW was about the gameplay, not about you. How are you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. You got bored with SWTOR? Come join me tomorrow for some Gwent. How many of you guys are interested in the Gwent game? I mean, yes, if you had free access, maybe more of you would be interested since it's currently in closed beta. But it's a damn good game. And I would like to have some more fun live streaming it with some of you. I already did a test live stream the other day. And more people stopped by to check the game and have a chat than I was expecting. So that's good news. Considering how pretty much 90% of my audience is only interested in Star Wars The Old Republic and nothing else. Gotta be quicker. Gotta be quicker, come on. And I failed already. Okay, let's leave them to respawn. And then I'll see if I can do them quicker. Maybe start from here. It's not like this is exactly very different.
You and me, getting good.
Yeah, I do play on the Red Eclipse server primarily. I have characters on pretty much all the servers, but I almost never go to other places because it's my home. I have a very large legacy here, a lot of crafters, a lot of characters, and you get my point. That heroic has been completed, right? How much experience did I get? Whoa, 182,000. Nice. That was a wrong wording. Come on now, don't pick on my words. If you pick on something, pick on my wrong pronunciation of this or that, because I do it all the time and not really on purpose. Like, for example, last week when I was doing the live stream with Craig, and he kept saying, what was the word that we pronounce so very different? One of the words that I'm thinking is beta, and beta, because I personally call it beta since that's exactly how it's spelled and it's easier for me to pronounce. The English people call it beta, which is something my tongue really struggles to pronounce because it sounds different in my what's it called, mind. This one thing here. What was your beta? I don't know why someone would call it beta since it's B-E-T. And why would it sound beta? It sounds cool, but I don't know. It's just some things that I never learn how to pronounce or read or even spell. Thankfully, I talk more than I write. When I write, I do use dictionary and spell check all the time. I don't want to be embarrassed. Well, it's only long because I'm alone. If you had 2 or more people, it would be a lot faster. And another thing I failed, remember, I failed the heroic once. Heroics on Macabre are probably the worst to level up with. But as I've told you, I'm doing them for fun, not so much for leveling. If I want to get to 65 on the 24th of November, I will get to 65 in like 1 or maybe 2 hours of farming them more seriously. That's not really my issue. Hi Pokemon Master. Recording software. What would be the best recording software? That depends on your hardware. If you have a high class or high tier NVIDIA video card from a modern generation, Shadowplay is by far the best and easiest program to use when recording. However, it does struggle when you have to record your voice or webcam or something else. So it depends on what you need to record. If it's just gameplay and you can use Shadowplay, then definitely go for it. My second option and my main option actually is OBS, openbroadcaster.org or .com. Just type Open Broadcaster if you don't know what it is, but you probably know, you've heard it. It is by far the best tool. However, it requires a little bit of knowledge about video settings, bitrate, and other things like that. Shadowplay allows you to just immediately go out and start live streaming or recording. I don't know if AMD have something similar like Shadowplay for their video cards. They probably do, but since I don't own a video card from AMD, I can't really say. The good thing about Shadowplay is that you can immediately upload what you have recorded to YouTube, and for one reason or another, the video quality is always better. It doesn't matter if I use OBS to record with 50 megabits per second, which is insanely high for any resolution. The video on YouTube always looks better when it is recorded with Shadowplay. I mean, raw recording with Shadowplay. If you start editing with Premiere Pro or with something else, it does get a little bit messy, simply because YouTube always does their own transcoding. After you upload the video, there is a process of processing the video. That's what they call it. And that process ruins the quality more or less. So you can upload an insanely good looking video and think that, okay, this is the best looking video that I've ever seen on the whole YouTube, on the whole internet. And when the video is done, you play it and you realize that you're very far from the truth, because YouTube does a hell of a lot of editing and transcoding options and processing on your video to squish it, basically, since, well, YouTube runs on space and space is never limitless. Stop doing that. OBS is good for any kind of PC, and the good news is it requires a far less free space. It's not memory, by the way, it's hard drive space or just physical space. Memory is something else that you don't use to record stuff on. But yeah, OBS is the tool to use if you're ready to invest a little bit of learning into it. Obtain the flight data recorder. Let me see, what was I supposed to kill? Downed refugee shuttle. Okay, that is a shuttle. Oh, that's the item I need. Yes, that's the other thing. Many people have asked me, how do you record stuff with OBS? Can you make a tutorial? No, I've been refusing that request so long and so many times because tons and tons of other people have done exactly the same that I will probably create. And there are not too many different things that I can show. Even if I do, those different things will be implemented for me, for my needs, and for my PC hardware. They may not work for yours, so even if it's a different video, the basics are still the same. And I don't see a point in really making one, except that maybe it's an ego booster, because you like my channel and you will watch my video. I mean, my video. But that's not my point. When I make a video, I don't want the video to become popular because it's on an important topic. I want the video to be interesting for me when I'm playing and making it, if I'm not playing it, because some of my videos are not about gameplay. But I want the video to be useful to my kind of audience. If you've noticed, guys, I don't really do videos that would genuinely aim to attract new people. Well, good news is that new people do come from time to time, but when I don't have that as a main goal, it's actually easier for me. Like, for example, why would I stretch away to play another game or include another game to my channel when primarily my audience is interested in one game? Well, just something personal for me, because I enjoy the game and because I want my video to be entertaining first for myself, then for everybody else. If I'm doing something that I'm not liking, then I would be... I don't have a word. Oh, sellout. Sellout. If I wanted to gain fame on YouTube, I would probably be doing videos on, I don't know, Call of Duty, Battlefield, what else? Titanfall is currently the most popular game, probably, or at least one of the most popular games. Early access is on 29th, so it should be 13 or 14 days. Wait, now I'm lost. Oh, it's 15th. I'm looking at the wrong thing here. I'm looking at the hour instead of the date. So it's 15th until 29th. We've got 14 days. What did Senna say? 14 days is correct. We have a winner. Who doesn't win anything? Okay, we don't have a winner. Andrew, I'm not really sure what does that comment mean. Are you asking what server I play on, the Red Eclipse? If you meant to say something else, please rephrase it. You know, English is not my native language, so I do struggle to understand something sometimes. Slice the mercenary terminal. Let's go do the damn heroic instead of waste time. I'm level 58 already, almost. 27th was something else. I can't. 27th is the end for Dark versus Light. That's why you probably get mistaken or confused. Hello, hello, ill-friendly, and welcome. Oh, G-Star. Hey, mate.
Make me look good.
I do have cover against those targets. Nice. Very cool spot to kneel down. Cool. I'm still playing without an XP buff, I know. And I know that's not good, but what the hell can I do?
You want some of this?
I don't want to spend cartel coins for those, and I don't think I have any of the damn items anymore. I think I've spent almost all of them. Those that aren't bind. Wow, you're a smart one. And a high level one. It will take me ages to kill this. Well, pretty much everybody who's actively playing these days is on the European region, of course, is on the Red Eclipse, or has active characters on the Red Eclipse. Simply because almost all the other servers are more or less silent. I don't want to say dead. That's a really bad word. And probably now someone who plays on another server, European, that isn't dead will curse me. How dare you say bad things about my favorite server that is so very much alive? Theo, is that the second time you've played through the story? Well, did you try different approach, like light side, dark side, or maybe, I don't know. You don't really have an option to kill stuff or not kill stuff. That's not the kind of story. Vindita! Hello. Hi, mate. How are you doing? Enjoying your Tuesday? Or maybe if you live somewhere too far to the east, maybe it's Wednesday already. Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, it's actually very close to Wednesday now. And the good news is that's one more heroic done, that's one more level done. Let's do the third one. I think that's my favorite. Let's see, weapons test. Oh no, that's not the one. I don't really have any thoughts on Barrett M82. Should I? Tell me your thoughts. Since I don't have any specific ones to share, maybe you would like to share yours. Ooh, Teratki.
Make me look good.
The wrong cartel packs are being reduced. Really, I don't even know what's being reduced at the moment. Let's check it. Whoa. The Butler pack. Well, Butler pack is an old one. Oh, so you're Central Europe then. If you say more things, I will probably find your exact location. Be aware. Vulkk may appear as your unexpected guest. And just before I managed to fall asleep, this guy's dead. Oh, nice. Launch the prototype Isotope 5 rocket. You wanna die? Why did you have to fly right in front of me just now? Hook up, thank you. I like showing it off. It's my favorite thing next to the game I play. I don't remember that one. Especially because of the shadow that it's throwing. Oop. Hey guys, welcome. Thanks for joining. Happy Tuesday to you too. We don't have any other special reason to celebrate today, except that it's the second day of the week. Maybe we could celebrate the fact that Vulkk had pizza for dinner, but I don't really think many of you would care about that. It is a decent reason for a celebration, I must tell you. Vulkk loves pizza. I love the fact that you've mentioned South Germany. I've never been to Germany, but what would be the major difference if you live in the South Germany or in the northern regions? Except for maybe accent. I love the Berliner accent. Is it Berliner or Berlinisch? Whichever is more correct. Simply the way they say sh is actually different. And I learned that from the Rammstein songs. I've actually researched quite a bit of the Rammstein lyrics in the past because it's one of my favorite music bands. Right, I need to accept the damn heroic since I'm finished and maybe jump back to the fleet, reload. Is SWTOR still popular on YouTube? Like Letalis said that he gained I have no idea how many he has gained, why and how. SWTOR is not as popular on YouTube as it was. I can compare it to 3 years ago because that's when I created this, my own channel, but I've been doing videos for YouTube for about 5 years on SWTOR. And yes, the game is fading away in terms of popularity. It's not because the game is dying, please don't say that. It's mostly because there aren't too many new things. There is no new fresh content being served every week or every month. And not many people can fill in a channel dedicated to SWTOR. There are tons and tons of big channels that upload story highlights or story walkthroughs when there is something new, but that's all they do. And that's not exactly a SWTOR YouTube content or SWTOR YouTube channel or anything. Yeah, if you're thinking about building a brand new channel for yourself based only on this one game, you would have to be very dedicated.
Orbital bombardment of Tatooine.
Flattern, northern region or Flattern? Huh. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna try to read that thing. Baden-Württemberg. Wow. Hey, believe it or not, I actually spoke almost fluent German and I was able to understand and write very well in German after about 2.5 years of studying in school. I wasn't taking any side lessons, but we had an amazing teacher in 12th grade and then first course and second course in... Oh crap, it's that time of the year again. We had a very good teacher in university as well. And unfortunately, I had zero practice whatsoever. Just watching TV, primarily news and football, doesn't really help to keep my my knowledge up and running. So today I don't remember anything about German at all, which is really sad. Would have been my fourth language. Well, third officially that I know. That's the wrong side, apparently. I need a vendor. And, oh, there is a vendor right here.
Money's always good here.
I'm on the Red Eclipse server. Good for the first time. Okay.
Rise and shine.
Whoop. No, 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 no. Wait. We don't want to sell this. Take it back. Where is it? That knife is precious. It's not really expensive, but it's moldable. And even though I don't use it right now, still good to have. My cab, no, I've maxed out this part.
Again.
Let's see, maybe some gear would be useful. Can you solo some of the old flashpoints? Yes, you can. That depends on what level you want to solo them. By the way, there is a solo mode for most of the flashpoints. Those flashpoints that are related to the story of the game, that aren't completely a side quest, they have a true natural story mode, which is boringly easy. But it's still fun to do for the story if you want. And I do encourage you to do the solo version for the story, because it actually allows you to play through the story without anybody else interrupting you or poking you. Come on, click space, click space. That's annoying.
The Rakul problem grow out of hand. The Imperial First Fleet is pre-authorized to commence full...
Why I have a million of focused retribution and not a single one of the... What was the other one? Serendipitous assault.
Your money's always good here.
How and when did I manage to do that crap? Wow. Not a good idea, taking out my awesome set and putting in something else. Something crappy. Alright. Well, just 3 levels for today. We've had a fantastic chat. I will definitely struggle to put timestamps or content or table of content for this video. I've been doing that for some time now for my longer videos and for some of the shorter ones where I see fit. But I don't think I will be able to put any kind of a timestamp to this video, even though we talked about so many things and I absolutely enjoyed your company, guys. Thank you for stopping by and helping me make this Tuesday evening a lot more relaxing and fun than what I was even hoping for when I started the live stream. Quick reminder, if you join me tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, I can't really say because it depends on my work and how damn tired I will come home from work. But the next live stream, I'm thinking of doing a Gwent playthrough, and that depends on when the new patch comes out. I would definitely want to explore the changes and see how many things got nerfed, how many things hopefully got boosted, you know, the things like that. 1,000 people? I don't remember that achievement. All right, wrapping it up. Thank you guys for visiting. I hope that you have enjoyed. If you did, subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Why wouldn't you subscribe? Watch a stream, enjoy, subscribe. And don't forget the like button because, well, it will persist when I upload the video. It will start with a number of views and a number of likes. That's good.